It's late August and this is what the garden looks like. This is how an untreated lawn, but a healthy lawn, looks like during this time of the year. We have a lot of weeds. We have a lot of, just foreign vegetation growing on the lawn itself. We're looking at the eastern side of our property where our big lawn is located. Chemical-free lawn, and this is what our lawn looks like in August. We've had a lot of sun and a lot of rain recently, and so this is just natural vegetation growing on this part of the garden. I do want to show you though two plants that I planted over, actually three plants. 2 years ago I built this screen for our equipment here in the back, but over here I planted this peony back in the spring, and it has naturalized itself there, and it's like the area, so that is good to see. I'm not gonna take that out. I will put something over here though. Right now I'm just putting an outdoor speaker right on that spot. But in this garden bed I have Osteospermum, and I got this in a tiny 3-inch pot, and it's grown naturally in this garden bed, and it tumbles over, and I always like that, as you guys know. I have a lot of those purple flowers right now, but look at my Amistad Salvia. Really like the color of this plant, almost like a cobalt, deep indigo is what I get, and beautiful plant, heat and drought tolerant, and we really like that coming over here. If you see the black tubing down in the bottom, right there, there it is. That black tubing contains water, and this thing is all hooked on a drip system that I did back in early spring. So this is hassle-free for me. I don't have to water the garden beds. Even like I told you earlier, this lawn has not been treated with any form of chemical, and that's the takeaway. You will have all these natural weeds growing. We are the first owners of this property, and ever since, it hasn't really got any in-depth lawn care and maintenance. We are considered to be along the region where cool grasses are best to grow. In our area in North Carolina, I need grass that will respond well to my area's hot and dry periods, and for that, tall fescue is considered the best grass to grow. Tall fescue grass has broad leaves, and turf growers have classified tall fescue as a cool season, cool climate grass. Meaning, tall fescue will germinate best when the temperatures start dipping in the fall, and it takes them about 21 days to germinate. Fall is the best time for renovation and seeding of tall fescue. If I do this in the spring, tall fescue will be more susceptible to drought, heat, fungal diseases, and weed encroachment, which would be the worst. Seeding in the fall is better because tall fescue roots will grow well during the milder temps and will establish deeply into the lawn. And there's more, so allow me to be the lawn geek for you guys. Young grass seedlings emerge and grow best when air temperatures are between 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, soil temperatures need to be greater than 60 degrees Fahrenheit for good germination, and that's what we are all after. Since we've been doing all this hard work, we might as well make sure that the soil is ready, the seeds have the better environment for them to grow in. And so, first things first, as we delve into this organic lawn renovation program, we have to kill the lawn, the grass, and the weed to prepare the soil for the new grass. From the start, it is my intention to do this project on an organic level. So since wintertime, I have been researching on the best products to use to kill the lawn organically. For this, I will be using the product Burnout Weed and Grass Killer made by the company BONIDE. As it says clearly on the label, it contains citric acid and clove oil, and it's very good as a non-selective product to kill both the weed and the grass leaves. Unlike lawn-killing chemicals, it only leaves the scent of clove oil after it's applied on the lawn. And I can attest that within hours, we see results after the first application of this product. So, right tool for the right job. I have my Burnout by BONIDE on my work surface. I have laser dye that I will be using and mixing in with the BONIDE and the water into my sprayer so that I'll clearly see where I am spraying without under spraying or over spraying the area that I'm working in. To make life easier for me, I've designated one sprayer exclusively used for BONIDE, where I've put and labeled exactly the amount of water, the amount of BONIDE, and the amount of dye that I need for 18 cups that I will be using each time I do the spraying. So for my lawn, one complete application involves 18 cups of water, 6 cups of BONIDE burnout concentrate, and half an ounce of the laser dye, where I will be using the syringe where ounces and teaspoons are clearly marked when I prepare the mixture. When handling the laser dye, it's best that you wear gloves because, as what happened to me over here, I wasn't expecting that this entire jar is filled to the brim with the blue dye, and there it goes. The indigo dye is similar to food coloring, and so it really is not toxic, but my fingers were tainted with blue for a couple of days. So after I put 6 cups of burnout inside the jug, half an ounce of blue dye, 18 cups of water, I mixed it very thoroughly. Then I'm ready to spray the east side of our lawn. To apply it more effectively, I started spraying the lawn in sections. I went several passes one way and then cross-passed, doing it the other way, making sure that each pass overlaps the other slightly so that I don't get any bald spots in the end. Alright guys, so I just got done applying the first layer of BONIDE lawn killer. That would be the lawn, grass, and weed killer on the east side of our property, and as you can see, there is now 30 minutes out and there's some discoloration happening on the lawn. I leave this for about a day or so. I still have to I'm still waiting for 2 more gallons of BONIDE burnout that I ordered from Amazon, and in a couple of days I'll start scarifying the lawn, and I'll let you know what that process is. Alright guys, Louie here, coming from the backyard and showing you today. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and what I'm showing you is the result of my 24-hour lawn killing treatment that I did yesterday. 24 hours later, after using BONIDE weed and grass killer, this is what it looks like. We're actually starting to scalp the back lawn. I'm starting from that section right there all the way to that quadrant. I'm gonna leave the dry garden. That's the dry garden where we still have some weeds that are still alive. I'm very careful that I didn't use the BONIDE down there yesterday because I don't want to kill the lavender. That's pretty much thriving, covered with weeds right now. So I'll leave that for a different day. But from there all the way up to here is where we had the BONIDE kill the lawn after 24 hours. What I'm gonna do next is come back and respray BONIDE right on the green grass and weeds so we can completely kill and allow the entire area to turn brown. So I'll put the camera up top, right up the hill over there, so you can see a different view and angle of what I did. And so while I'm still waiting for the BONIDE burnout solution from Amazon, I decided today to start scalping the lawn. Very simply, a scalped lawn is a lawn that has been mowed very low down, almost to the dirt. Now the idea to doing this is to mow very low down to the thatch to allow better soil exposure for better seed to soil contact and for more sunlight to reach the soil. Now before we go any further, let's talk about thatch. Thatch is that accumulated mulched grass from past mows. This layer of dirt over time chokes the lawn and prevents seed from getting to the soil, as you can see from the diagram. And not only that, it shades the roots of the grass and doesn't allow for better water absorption into the soil. Now I know our lawn hasn't been treated for many years, and so today's the day when we will scalp this lawn in preparation for proper aeration and dethatching as I start my lawn renovation project. Now as you can see from the video, this 17-year-old mower is doing a good job in scalping the lawn. There are bare spots that can be seen, and you can see the dirt, the combination of weed, and the scant amount of actual grass that are still living in this lawn. I've said this joke before about our lawn in past vlogs, but as you can see, there's really no actual grass growing in this lawn anymore. I have been harboring the largest collection of weeds in North Carolina based on what we can see on this video. This stage of the renovation took a little while, so I kept at it. I kept mowing and scalping not only this part of our lawn, which is the east side. There is still the front part of our home and the west side of our garden, so I kept at it. It took about a half a day to really complete this entire process. Well, this is the day after from the previous segment when I was talking to you guys. I'm doing spot treatment, spot treating the remaining green weed and grass that's still alive in this part of the garden. Last night it rained, and it was a blessing in disguise because now all the other material that's not been treated initially has been made more exposed, and now it's easy for me to do more spot treatment within this side of the garden. Here I'm still using the same dose, same amount of BONIDE burnout, and still the same amount of blue dye in 18 cups of water in my BONIDE sprayer. It is best to do this now, and I highly recommend going back and spot treating your lawn if you want to do a complete renovation, because you don't want any speck of live grass and weed still left behind, because they will quickly multiply. They can easily infect and contaminate the new lawn that you will put. Then again, before I do my seeding, I'm going to be using one of the best secrets out there for lawn keeping that I will reveal in the next segment. It's a little spoiler, I know, but I think people who are wanting to delve into lawn care will be pleased that there is this product that we can now use. Previously, this product is only used by golf courses, but now it's made available to homeowners, and that's an exciting thing for everybody to know about. So to recap what we did on the first stage of my lawn renovation project is, number one, we assessed the lawn. We looked at all the different vegetation that's growing apart from grass. We did a good amount of killing the lawn using the BONIDE burnout lawn and grass solution. And we also made sure that we prepared the lawn by properly scalping and bringing down all the layers down to the thatch level, so we can see the exposed dirt and the thatch, the amount of accumulated thatch right on top of that lawn. This entire lawn renovation from scratch is going to be fun for me, so I'm going to have you come along for the ride, and hopefully you will enjoy it and learn something new. It will come in different segments and different portions so that we can all follow through the journey of how a homeowner can build his lawn from the ground up from scratch. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Acorn Hill if you haven't already, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. This is Louie, still continuing to spray in the backyard, and we'll see you back here in Acorn Hill. Bye-bye.